Welcome back, everyone. Going to the fourth and final hour. And what's the magical word?
So I straighten up and I prepare to say the magic word. And then I kind of look around nervously because I've kind of forgotten what it is. And so I reach into my my satchel and I pull out a piece of paper and I unfold it.
Oh, you never write your password down on a piece of paper. Don't do that.
Look, it's a magic word.
It's fine.
I lean and I'm like, you wrote your password on a piece of paper? No, they said that's really bad.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. If you didn't have the magic word, I'm sure it's lying around somewhere in the vicinity of the door, written on like a sticky note. You could have picked it up.
How many times do I have to tell you?
One of the audio logs
is.
Yeah. And so I look at the piece of paper and then I straighten up again and I say, Elikanamen namen atu matu melikanamen. And I put the piece of paper down really fast and I look at the door.
Nice. You say the word and it echoes off of the stone door. And there is a moment of anticipation where you can feel that like it's gonna happen. And then it becomes a moment of like, is anything gonna happen?
Hey, is this door gonna open or what the fuck did you just say?
And then just silence broken by Enix complaining.
I pull out the piece of paper again and I look at the door. Say, Elikanamen namen atu matu melikanamen. Like kind of louder.
Yeah. I mean, the door definitely heard you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push by Ziva and go up and push the door of the vault.
Okay.
Is it a pull situation?
Yes. Yeah. It's got a big metal handle, so you grab them and like.
Reach up and try to pull.
It's heavy, but it opens. And like the door slowly swings open.
Oh yes. And I put the paper away and then hurry forward because I'm really excited to see what's inside.
Yeah. There's a set of stone stairs, circular set of stone stairs that head down.
Oh, of course there is. It's never just an actual vault or a room.
No.
It beckons us.
Yeah. So you want to head down?
Sure. Yes. Perhaps it's best if we go.
Suddenly everyone's gun shy. Like.
No. When you said so, you want to head down? I just thought in my head if we'll be thinking back to that moment.
If only we said no.
Oh. If you perhaps want to let me push ahead and perhaps without detection, I can see if there's anyone down here or anything that we need to be aware of. And then I can call back to you and you can come down the stairs if it's safe.
You know, Ziva, you're real smart. Yes. Go ahead, please. By all means. That's a great plan. We'll just be yell or two behind.
The stairway beyond, Ziva, the stairway beyond is dark as the tomb. The air is dry and cold.
Uh-huh.
The stairs descend down into darkness.
Okay. Well, slowly and quietly, I take the staircase down.
Okay. I mean, you reach the edge of the available light, and then it's just pitch black beyond.
I have a torch.
Okay. So you want to light a torch?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the light radius on a torch? It's been a while.
20, 15?
10 bright, 10 dim.
Yeah.
So 20 total.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you begin to descend the stairs. The stairs go down probably, if you had to guess, 3 or 4 stories. You're going quite deep into the substratum of the little mountain that the city was built on. And then you reach the bottom of the stairs, and you can see in the tunnel before you an ominous sight.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Hella ominous. So let me pull all of you to. There you go. Here's your torchlight. So you can see before you dried blood splattered around the corpse of a human. There's a human man lying on his back, dead, and there's blood everywhere.
That's nice.
Yeah, the walls are stone, pale kind of sandstone. They were carved out of the bedrock and then decorated. The floor is carved into sort of squarish tile shapes. This vault seems ancient, right? The stone here is old, and yeah, the hall is quite wide. It's like 20 feet across. Yeah, 20 feet across.
Wow, that is wide.
And then you can hear, yeah, like a big archway overhead. It's about 10 feet up, 20 feet across, big flat arch. And yeah, you can hear the sound of the torch like roaring at your side, kind of echoing a little bit off the walls.
Berg is looking up for spiders.
Okay. Well, Ziva is going first. So
just so you know, I'm always looking up.
Berg just leans in. Make sure you look up for spiders all the time.
Yeah.
Just nonstop.
You know, it's funny if you zoom in on the guy, the little character there. It looks like he's giving you a thumbs up. Like, it's fine.
I think he's meant to be clutching his chest, but
Yeah, I know. Just
it's
So can I see, like, does he have any obvious, like, wounds or anything? Like, was he hit by, like, an axe or?
He doesn't seem to have any obvious wounds, but his mouth and the front of his shirt is all covered in blood. Yeah. You can see that just from standing at a distance.
Great. Let's see. Can I do another investigation for traps here?
Yes,
Like on
yeah,
the
you
wall-
can
walls and-
examine the area, definitely.
19. Yay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say it seems safe, but like there's a corpse on the floor in front of you. But you don't see any like pit traps or hidden barbs or anything like that. No.
Okay. Let's see. What do I have in my inventory? I'm gonna take. Whoa.
I just was fixing your torch.
Okay. I'm gonna take one of my other like unlit torches and throw it on the ground, like near where he died.
Okay, so you want to light another?
Like I'm worried about like pressure plate type things because I don't know if I would be able to see that with an investigation check or like would I?
It depends on how you're. If you're just looking, no. But
Okay. So because I want to basically throw it on one of the tiles underneath me before I step on anything.
okay, yeah. Well, if there is a pressure plate, it is not triggered by throwing a torch on it.
Okay.
Now, if you weighed as much as a torch,
Yeah.
then you'd be a witch. But
Okay, I'll move forward, but I want to avoid those squares. So I'm like walking in between the tiles.
okay, all right.
thinking of
So
the Skyrim dungeon, huh?
you're starting to make your way through. You can go ahead and move your token if you want to move up.
I'm gonna go like here.
All right, that's good.
Uh,
So yeah, you see what you see.
Okay. Well, can I like search this guy?
Yeah, you walk over to examine him, and you hear footsteps in the dark.
Oh, good.
It could be nice.
Like right out this way. Okay, so how far away are the other characters? Like how far up the stairs are you? How far ahead did you let Ziva get?
I think after we saw her light a torch, we realized that she wasn't really being stealthy, so we kind of been like, a good 30 feet behind her.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure, we'll call it 30 feet. That's
She's
fine.
dead. No.
At the edge of your vision, Ziva, a figure is approaching through the darkness.
Okay. I noticed that they were following me down the stairs, and I say, "It's safe to come down right now."
Quickly, now, as fast as you can.
Oh, well, that was quite easy. It was okay. What is that?
She has
So
fear
hold
in
on,
her voice.
before you get a chance to, what is that? Like you hear the voice, you hear Jiva's voice, and you see that, and Jiva, the shape takes form. You see a person approach. He walks into the torchlight, and so he's standing there. He's wearing long, like robes, like a dressing gown or some kind of noble finery for sure. And it's all in like silver and blue. He's quite tall, 6'5" maybe, but thin. He has a long oiled beard and mustache, and long flat black hair that's been like combed back from his head and rests on his shoulders. He is like darkish skin, like Mediterranean skin, and he has like just piercing iron colored eyes. He steps out into the light and regards you curiously.
He's a noble guy. He's gonna be nice.
Hello, I say nervously.
Okay. He looks at you and tilts his head slightly, and you see his dry lips part, and he whispers something. I need you to make I need you to make a roll for me, please.
Uh-oh.
I need you to make a wisdom save.
It's like a charm roll, probably.
That's
Good luck.
never good.
13.
Okay. All right.
That
This
might
man
say-
is a trusted friend. He is the lord of this house and should be heeded and protected. You're a guest in his home.
Oh, great.
And he whispers to you. He says, "I don't think you need that torch." And you feel like your hands going like a little like limp, and like maybe you drop it on the floor next to you.
Okay.
You can hear footsteps on the stairs behind you.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, I mean, how much control do I have over what I do?
I mean, you're more or less in control, but this guy is definitely like your friend and ally.
Great. Well, I dropped the torch though, right? Because he made me drop the torch, basically.
Yeah.
And then I hear them coming down the steps, and so I call back to them and I say, "Come down here. You can meet my new friend. I found the lord of the house. He's very nice."
Oh dear God.
So what did the three of you do on the stairs?
I don't say
I think
anything.
Berg's in
And
the back. He's like, where do we go?
yeah, I don't say anything. I kind of look towards Ramus and Berg.
Well, we should at least see what this lord of the house looks like.
What if we just run?
So he beckons to you, Jiva. Here, there's the torch on the ground. He beckons to you, like he reaches out, and he gestures, and he's like, "Come here, girl."
Evil things always beckon. You notice that?
Yeah.
He's all about the beckoning.
Yeah, good people don't beckon.
Yeah, so
The
he
people
just
just ask you to
gestures.
come over.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just
Evil
gestures like,
people
"Come,
always beckon.
come here."
Okay, so I like call out to the guys again and I say, like, don't take too long. He's gonna show me the rest of the house. He's a very gracious host. And I start walking forward, I guess. I don't know how much control I have over.
Yeah, you have total control.
I look
Okay,
to.
I mean, except that you are completely charmed by him, but you
Yeah.
have control of
He's a
yourself.
good
So
person.
charming.
Yeah, you know he's your friend and ally, and he would never do anything to hurt you. Yeah.
We need to hurry. She could be in trouble. She
I'm-
sounds different.
Okay. So I mean, I think that Jiva, you end up kind of like in front of him when your friends get to the bottom of the stairs. Who's in the lead?
Probably.
I don't know. Was it me? I'm looking at the.
It's up to you. Y'all
I
can
just can't tell which way
decide.
the stairs. Yeah,
Usually-
sure. I'm in the lead. It doesn't
Usually have
matter.
Berg in the front. Yeah.
The stairs go this way, right? You come around that direction.
Okay. Yeah, I'm coming first.
Okay. All right. So Berg, you arrive at the bottom of the stairs.
Fuck is this shit?
Ramus, I just delete you.
Oh, is that the
Sorry.
torch?
Yeah.
Oh, Ramus. Yeah, the little orange,
Void.
the little yellow ball.
I was just looking at him like, what the fuck?
The yellow ball is the torch. Yes,
Okay. I'm like, I thought maybe he summoned some shit. I don't know.
it's a will-o-wisp. Yeah. So when you come to the bottom of the stairs, you see Ziva standing like face to face with this noble lord, and he's looking down at her, and he has this faint, amused sort of look on his face.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here they are. Berg, this is my the lord of the house. What was your name? I like turn to him.
He says, "Never mind that. Why have you come here?"
What are you doing with her?
And he looks up at you, and he says, "You would do well to address me with respect, slave."
Yes, Berg, don't be disrespectful.
Berg stands up very straight and is like,
You would do well to not call me a slave.
He puts his hand on Jiva's shoulder, just like gently, just places his hand on her shoulder. He's wearing these beautiful like silver rings. One of them is in the shape of the head of a bird with little sapphire eyes, and he just like gently places his hand on her shoulder.
Like, ooh, those are shiny. I'm like looking at him on my shoulder.
I think Berg like thinks and then like whispers back to the others like,
I want to kill the fuck out of him.
What? I'm just shaking my head at Berg. Just kind of. Sir, are you Lord of the House? Correct? Is that? I believe we have not met.
And he looks at you, kind of gives you a once over, and he says, "No, you're strangers here, intruders in my home. Why?"
Well, we were
We're
trying
looking for her.
And he looks down, and he says, "Is that so? You've come to rob me."
Well, not us specifically. We were following this one who wanted access to your vault. We were here to try to figure out why there's a dead person upstairs.
He looks at you, and he says, "What happens in my home is none of your business." And he looks down and he says, "Leave the thief with me, and you may go about your business elsewhere."
Did you know about the creature in the forest with all the wolves?
He sneers at you, and he says, "I made you an offer, priest. Take it and leave." And he like raises an eyebrow, like kind of in an or else gesture.
we find ourselves at an impasse.
What will happen to our friend if we leave? Will we ever see her again?
He says, "She's none of your concern any longer. Besides," and he looks down, "you want to stay here with me, don't you?"
You do seem like you would be very good at showing me a nice place to stay. I'm sure there's a room for me. Do you have any falafel?
He kind of nods as you're speaking and says, "Yes, I think we could find a home for you here."
Does charm last like forever, or is there like a point where it wears off? Or
It depends on the kind of charm. I don't think there's any charm that lasts forever, but yeah, I mean,
okay.
this is a thing that someone else could make an Arcana check about, maybe. But like, definitely, I think that it's clear to them that something fucky is going on. Like, you normally have a lot more attitude than this. You're not usually this polite. So, yeah, I think they can tell something is going on.
Well,
How long have you been cursed?
He he says to you, he's like, I no longer wish to have this conversation. Leave or suffer my wrath. He kind of like sneers a little. You can see his lip curl back. And like, if you do like he's pretty pissed. Like he's like, you can go, but you're like, how about I just ask you a bunch more questions? And he's getting to the edge of his patience.
But Ramus, I believe we should leave, probably. I believe that's in our best interest at the moment.
You just want to leave her here?
I don't answer you. I just kind of stare at you with my eyes really wide.
So I kind of like perk up because I can tell that they like want to leave. And I'm just like, well, I mean, it does seem really nice here, but if my friends are leaving,
He shakes his head. They're not your friends, girl.
they seem friendly.
And he kneels down, so he's like, eye level with you. And he says, out there's nothing. Stay here with me. And he stands up and looks at your friends, and I think that he kind of turns you around so you're facing them, and he's looking over you, and he has his hand like on your collarbone, and he says to them, unless you'd prefer the other way. And what do you guys do?
Ramus, we should leave. We'll come back. I say under my
What?
breath.
Yeah, and I go, to what? Her corpse.
I don't say anything.
Utilizing Ramus or not, Enoch using that ... dialogue choice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You say that, and I kind of like just look back at him. I don't answer. But I am ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
He's clearly evil. Let's just fuck him up.
Berg, what do you want to do?
You know what I want to do.
So I would like to call all of our attentions back to the last time that there was a character in the party who was at the mercy of an NPC who was ready to do bad things to them and what happened there. Just like us all to take a moment to remember the loss of poor Janice. Just a moment of silence for Janice. All right. So what
Wait,
do you
who's Janice?
do? Exactly. It was Jeff's character. He got his neck broken.
Jeff's character's died.
Oh yeah.
Can't be
I
helped
forgot-
that he had a weak neck, okay?
Yeah, he did have a weak
Well,
neck.
that's what you said, Janice, and I was like, this is kind of confused.
Janice.
Bird goes into a rage.
Yeah?
He did call you a slave, and that's your like trigger word.
I mean, yep. Okay, that's fine. Let's roll initiative, I guess. Let's see how many. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this fight won't last that long.
Hey, come on, man.
We'll see. It'll be fine. All right. Let me get my little character sheet out for this bad boy.
Do I roll initiative if I like didn't want to fight him?
Yeah. Because we decide when you act, right? Also, your friends are about to attack your new best friend.
Oh.
He needs your protection.
Yeah.
Ziva. Ramus. Get the Ziva. All right.
Oh yeah, I gotta roll initiative.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Do the thing.
I don't like the way you made it sound like we have no chance.
I'm just.
Why present us with these obstacles then? That just seems unfair.
I have a deep and powerful confidence in my own abilities to play Dungeons and Dragons, and also I get to decide when you fight the things and what you fight. All right, so Ramus, you and the Lord of Falcons are tied, so he's gonna go first. And when he sees Berg start being like this, it's clear that a fight is about to break out. I think he sighs, and and he sighs disappointedly, like, how predictable. And I think he takes a few steps backwards to the darkness.
What a bastard.
And he just kind of like, he doesn't really like walk backwards. He just kind of like lets go of Ziva.
Yeah, he floats backwards. He's
and
a
just,
vampire.
like, floats backwards into the darkness. And you hear in the somewhere out in the echoey depths of the dungeon, you hear actually, I guess you wouldn't hear it yet. Maybe you just hear him like whistle a single long high note. Yeah, I think that's what happens. Okay, cool. Ramus, what are you gonna do?
Can we talk out of turn, or would you rather me talk when it's my turn?
No, you can talk on other people's turns, but they have to act.
Yeah, the second that like he flies away, not whispering, I say, "Berg, grab Ramus, we're leaving."
Say grab Ramus?
grab Ziva, we're leaving.
Is Berg actually in a rage though? Because he's
Not yet.
not yet, right? Okay, so this is pre-rage.
Pre-rage.
All right, then yeah, Berg's gonna do that once he has the ability to.
Grab her and let's go. And I'm just gonna run up the stairs as far as I can go. On my turn.
All right. So Ziva, you know what's going on here, right? Like, Berg has just made it clear he wants to like hurt your best friend.
Yeah.
And these bad men, that you've been traveling with, maybe it was a mistake to join up with them in the first place. They're here to hurt your friend, who has just like ran off into the darkness. What are you gonna do?
I want to go with my friend.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I start like following
Son
him
of a
down.
bitch.
Okay. So you run after him in the dark.
I know I can't fight Berg, but
No, definitely.
but I want to follow my friend into the darkness.
Okay. Yeah. So you just go as far in as you can. What's your total move? You're just gonna like double move into the darkness. You started here, right?
25.
Okay.
It's 50.
So 50. All right.
Okay, cool.
So you head off into the dark. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, that initiative order really sucks.
Yeah.
All right. So you're just in the darkness now. You all just see Ziva like look at you and look into the darkness and run off after the dude. Berg, it is your turn.
Well, now my movement is either it's to get there, I can't get back.
Yeah.
Because even a double move would be 40, right? It's 40 and 40.
Yeah, so you can move 80. So you got a pretty good run on you, but
Yeah, but seeing that my colleague's just gonna leave me.
I haven't acted yet. I'm at the end of the turn. Actually, we rolled the same initiative. Now that I see that, we're both at 5.
yeah, either of you can go first. It doesn't.
Is there not a way to break a charm on someone? Like, is there not a spell for that, or
There's ways, but
There's ways.
none that anyone here can do?
Not really.
And our spellcaster kind of just bounced, but he probably wouldn't have it.
There's nothing I could do.
Yeah, unless he has
Okay.
a spell trained. So you're how far away from us now? You just go into the dark, so I have no idea, right?
Somewhere
Yeah,
in the darkness.
That's the thing we don't know. I can get to.
You hear the flap of her little halfling feet on the stone.
I can get to here, motherfucker, stupid thing. I can get to here, and then that's my point of no return. Like once I go past that.
I'm just looking.
All
at
right,
the
I guess
spell
we're moving
sheet.
forward. Fuck it.
You're moving.
It's either that. It's either that or leave. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
I mean, Ramus just left.
Yeah, I would run.
I look at Berg and say, Berg, there's nothing we could do for her. She made her choice just now, willingly or unwillingly.
That wasn't her.
There's nothing we can do, Berg. We'll have to come back and just hope that he plays with it for a while.
Fine. Run. Again.
Sometimes the smarter decision is just to run, Berg.
he's not listening to you. He's just going.
I take like one long look into the darkness.
I'm not in a rage yet. Either that
No.
hasn't happened yet because it's my turn. So
Yeah, I take one long look in the darkness and goodbye, friend. And then I just fucking run up the stairs.
Okay. All right.
Full speed,
All right.
so 60.
So as quickly as it began, it ends. We'll get to what happens to Ziva shortly, but you all run up the stairs. You flee from the basement and book it upstairs, and find yourselves back outside the door in the hallway. Where do you go? What do you do? What happens? Like you're out of immediate danger.
I mean, once we're upstairs, there's
I
nothing we
shut the
can do.
vault door and utter that word again, just in case it locks it, and then
Okay, sure.
There's nothing we could do. Berg, what are we supposed to do in that situation?
I sense incredible power from that thing. I don't think that it's something that we could take on right now.
We'll have to go figure something else out. We should leave immediately. Maybe see if the werewolf friend wants to help us.
The guy you killed multiple times.
Yeah, we'll try to work
Oh,
something out.
he's our best friend
Yeah,
now.
we'll
Yeah,
try to work
totally.
something out.
That's how it works with dogs, right?
Yeah.
You have to show them you're dominant. You're the boss.
Berg is just like visibly angry. Hasn't said anything.
Yeah. So you leave. You storm out.
Yeah, we run out of the manor as quick as we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. So you bust out into the front yard.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So where are you going? What are you doing here? So you're just like, oh, we gotta get out of there.
Well, I guess once we step
Bust
out, I'm like
outside.
catching my breath, and I just say, I don't know what to do. I have no idea. We can't deal with that.
This is something we should alert people with more power than us about. This thing, if it's in the city, could cause real harm to the population.
We can go talk to that wizard.
We are cowards.
No, we're alive. There's a difference.
There's a difference between
Sometimes.
being a coward and being cautious, Berg. Some fights even you can't win with your mace.
I think we should go talk to some people, though. Maybe try to find the wizard. Maybe Burr can talk to someone in the order, see if they have any guidance. I was not prepared to see a creature like that.
So are we off to see the wizard?
I just kind of like gruff and then walk off.
This is your plan now. Your call. You knew what I wanted to do.
Yep. Well, you're alive, so you owe us.
There are some things worse than death.
And then we cut over to Ziva.
Right. There are some things worse than death. All right. So I'm gonna just ask. I'm gonna ask JP and Dan and Max to take their headphones off for a minute. I will wave when I need you to put your headphones back on. And
Okay.
Ann and I are
Good.
gonna have a short conversation.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. All right. Headphones are off. Good luck.
Okay. So yeah. I mean, here's
I'll just
here's
look
the-
visually.
here's the jam, and so your character has been absconded by a vampire, and I'm happy to lay out the mechanical stuff for you as a player, so you kind of know what's going on, and then we can talk about what would be fun and cool. I have some ideas. You can suggest some things if you like. So basically what'll happen is the charm thing will last for 24 hours, but there's no way that you'll like last that long. There's no way. He has no reason to leave you like alive and just like hanging out, but he's like kind of a lonely dude and you're kind of a cool badass. Do you want to be a vampire?
Yes.
Do you want to be a cool vampire, Anne? Okay. So unfortunately what this is going to mean is that you're on my team now, not on their team.
Okay.
So, you know, you're going to get turned into a vampire, which means a bunch of crazy shit's going to happen to you. It's going to take some time. So we'll come back to them and we'll finish the episode. But between episodes, I will help you update your character to be an vampire, and then I need you to help me try to kill them. I need you to like lie and trick and play the like, oh no, I'm cursed, but I'm really myself. And then when you get them alone, bite them to death. But
Perfect.
not bite them, because this isn't a bitey vampire. This is like a life drainy kind of vampire. But you'll have all kinds of cool vampire powers, and you're gonna help me murder them because they suck and they're our enemies.
Great.
Cool. Well, welcome to the team. We'll just like fade to black, and then I'll work with you between episodes to get you caught up.
Sweet.
Cool. All right. Come back, everybody. Put your headphones back on.
Perfect timing.
Welcome back, team. Okay, so some stuff happens, and I guess the question is, with our remaining the time we have left, what does the rest of the party do? You leave the house as night falls. What are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, we said we want to go talk to the wizards. Maybe we just book it straight there, catch a train, and go to the magical ward.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna head to the same place where you found Inanna's tower before?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I think that you head there, and it's dark by the time you arrive. And initially when you arrive, you think that maybe like you got turned around or you're lost or something, because there's literally just a pigsty there. There's like a little house with a mud yard with pigs, a bunch of pigs in it. And the pigs are just like snorting around, doing pig stuff. And there's a little hut with like smoke coming out of it. And you're in the same neighborhood, but there's just this little little pigsty there.
Berg, do you have a connection that you can talk to her with?
I'm still wearing that necklace, aren't I?
Yeah, I mean she gave it to you.
The hell did she? She just I don't even know what it is, right? She just like put it on me.
Yeah, you came back with it.
Yeah. I guess Berg's just like maybe grasps it. Like
Just hold it out. So you get this shot of Berg like in the moonlight, you thrust the thing out, and his pig just like looks up, like looks at you and turns his head sideways.
Can you communicate with her? Can you Can you take that off? Maybe that'll break some spell or something. I don't know. I don't know how magic works.
Berg takes off the thing. It's just like
Nothing.
I don't know how this works. I'm not a wizard.
Well,
There's
obvious.
you notice now, maybe you hear a chuckle. You hear this is like, you look over and this is an old man, like long gray beard, kind of wizened old dude with a big straw hat on. He's sitting on a bench. He's smoking a long pipe. When he looks up and he's like, he's kind of chuckling at you.
What?
He shrugs and he's just like, y'all look a bunch of fools.
Do you know? Have you seen that? This is gonna make me look stupid. Have you seen a tower here before?
Looks around and he's like, nope.
How long you been here? You live there?
He gestures to a house nearby. He nods. Just there.
I look towards Ram. I fucking hate magic.
Do you remember there ever being a wizard living there where those pigs are?
Scratches his chin through his long gray beard, and he's like, nope. Nope. Been pigs long as I've lived in the city. It's the smell. Can't mistake it.
Wow, she's
Right.
good. That is some magic.
There's got to be a
Damn.
way to contact her.
Hey, he squints at you. He's like, it ain't magic, boy. It's pigs.
Berg, I'm gonna ask you to do something real stupid.
What?
I want you to take that hammer. I want you to smash that necklace. And I step back probably like 5 or 10
Yeah,
feet.
that. What are you hoping? Okay, whatever. Just
Look, maybe it'll piss her off enough for her to show up or something. I don't know. There's got to be some way. He doesn't know how to use the damn thing. You studied it. You said it doesn't have anything.
it kind of was like a dispenser. Once it dispensed what it needed, it just sort of fizzled out. I don't think smashing it will do anything. I don't even think it's magical anymore.
I don't know what to do. Who else are we gonna talk to?
Well, this city is full of wizards, but I don't know if we'll find one with that level of power again. Jeez.
Does Berg? I know we meet up with Hassan every now and then, but does Berg know of any way of like signaling him, or it's just kind of when it happens, it happens.
It comes and goes like the wind.
We can go talk to the town guard. They're not going to want anything to do with it. Maybe they'll know someone that we can talk to about something like this. Otherwise, I'm at a loss for words and for actions. If we can't go down there and deal with this. The 3 of us, that is. We need more.
And if we're correcting things for just a second, Berg, remember, your vision was not of the house, but of the gazebo. I think the person we're trying to kill is not in that house at all. It's the person that we killed initially.
So you're saying?
I'm
job
saying
done?
we're done. We're done with the place.
How? How convenient.
I know that that woman. She's probably fine, and we know we have a job. We have a very important mission to do, and obviously our mission ran away, and we have to find him.
I take a couple big swallow. Right, I think we're done. I think we did what we were supposed to do.
Yeah, we beat the crap out of that thing.
I mean, you killed it like 10 times. That's
We
10 times the
towered
death.
the fuck out of that.
I think we're good. I think we can move on.
You do? Do you?
Unless the tower wants to show us if we missed something.
My eyes widen. Take another steps back. Yeah, if
The old man is still sitting there just chuckling at you like, look at these madmen.
What was her name again? Inanna?
Inanna,
yeah.
Inanna. I guess Berg just what? It doesn't matter. Berg just goes,
Inanna!
And the old man is like, ah. And he's like just pointing at you, and just he's losing his, slapping his knee. And
Berg very much in an attempt to intimidate him was like,
Quiet!
he kind of like swallows hard and kind of like looks at you, like coughs like pipe smoke out. And he kind of looks at you and he says, "Well, no need to shout."
I just out of character for a second. That's when you said to smash the necklace. I thought you were gonna say, "Smash that pig."
Yeah, I thought you were going to kill the pig.
I was like, I don't want to
I'm
kill
gonna
a
ask you to do
pig.
something stupid. Just get in there and just smooch that pig. Just smooch it up. Just put your little pig, put your face on that pig. Just give him a smooch.
If we're just Berg, look, the only one that has connection to powers that be almost is you. Me and Ramus, we have nothing here unless he's got to talk to his god, but I don't think that's gonna do anything. This is all you. We weren't there with the wizard. We weren't there with the order, with the tower. We have no connection to that. But that's the type of power we need right now. Is some of that.
Is it like for Berg, like with all these years and stuff, doing servicing the tower and whatnot, and Hassan? Is it typical to like pray to the tower or anything like that? Is it just pray towards like the general? Or no?
What do you mean?
If Berg wanted to pray to the tower, would that be something that?
It's up to you how you do that. Like you've never been like ordained as a priest of the tower or anything.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
So I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of Berg's call. Ramus obviously could make like a religion check and perform ritual prayer to the gods, to the tower particularly, but.
All right, I guess just in Berg's head, this probably won't do anything. But in Berg's head, he's like clearly like lost. He has no idea what the fuck to do next. So he's in his head, and I'm just gonna throw this echo on because
Well, Berg, we could try.
I'm trying to pray over here.
Sorry.
Berg just kneels down next to the pig, like where the tower was for the wizard. Is like,
Listen, I don't know how this works. I'm completely lost. If there's anyone or anything listening, if I haven't been forsaken completely, it sounds so dumb. But if there's anything out there to guide us, I am ashamed of myself. I am ashamed of what I am. And I do not know what to do.
I think in the background, like, Berg, stop talking to the fucking pig. The pig's not going to help us at all. What do you do? Just not stop. Me and Ramus are bickering. And it just kind of drowns out.
Berg just like looks around expecting nothing. He's just like.
So we see behind Berg, and it's blurry, right? Because the camera is focused on Berg, but the old man, we can see him in the background. And as you're talking, he takes a long drag on his pipe. And instead of the embers in the pipe glowing, we see his eyes kind of like flare slightly. There's like a faint like green light in his eyes. And then he exhales this like dark smoke. And he stands up. And he says, you boys look lost.
Is that a pretty big change of tone?
Yeah. He's not like
I hate when you
like,
do that.
chuckle isn't. So you turn to look at him. And now it's not like you don't see like tattoos. You don't see any of that. Like it's not a necessarily like Hazan. Like he hasn't changed, but his behavior, this old man's behaviors, completely shifted. But he stands up and he's like, "Was look lost."
Oh man, this doesn't concern you, okay? We're going through something. I've never seen Hassan, so I'm just acting like I would.
Enoch shows some respect to our superior.
And he walks over to you and he grins and he says like, old like yellow teeth, and he's like, superior. I like the sound of that. I'm a helpful old man. And obviously you didn't come here to yell at pigs. And he looks over at you, Berg, and he says, stand up, boy.
Berg like gets up, kind of like.
And he says, I make it my business to help the lost, the powerless. What can I do for you boys?
I think Berg like looks at like Ramus like, the fuck.
We're a bit confused about his last vision of the gazebo. Are we supposed to be going after the person in the basement or the creature that was at the gazebo?
He says, you're going to need power if you're going to deal with what's inside the house. Terrible curse, that. And it's got your friend, too. Shame how all that went.
Yes.
If only we knew someone with lots of power.
And he looks at you and he says, well, and you've found a little bit of fortune tonight. Power is something I have in spades. And he looks over his shoulder and we see and you didn't notice it before, but there's like a tavern kind of like crouched at the edge of the square, and you can hear the sounds of music from inside, and like drinking, and you can almost like taste like fine ale and food, and he says, why don't we go inside and get a drink? We can talk about what it is you need, how I can help.
Berg looks at Ramus, is like,
Wait a second. Who are you?
He smiles, and he says, "It's a friendly old man looking to help."
Well, Ramus, if he's got power, we might as well talk to him, right?
Wait. At what price, though?
He shrugs. Everything's worth something. Come inside. Let's talk.
Ramus, he just wants to talk. I mean,
Berg just starts walking towards the tavern.
Okay. Yeah. I think Enoch. Are you gonna go too?
I'm goading Ramus into it. What's the big deal? It's just you said this is the superior. I've never met him before. I put my hand out. It's nice to meet you, sir. My name's Enoch. These two have
And he,
recruited me into the order.
Wait a minute. No.
Yeah. And so you like shake his hand, and he smiles and says, "Oh, you've had a hard life, Enoch. Such promise too. I'm so sorry about what you lost."
Well, if the order says it's worth it, then, that's just how it's got to be. Ramus, can we go inside and have a conversation?
And he turns and looks at you, Ramus. He says, "Yes, Ramus. Come inside and have a drink."
I don't need what you have to offer.
He kind of scowls. And he says, well, that's a shame. Looks like it's just going to be the three of us, boys."
I kind of shake. You gotta save Ziva, man. What are you doing?
That is not help you want. That is not who I thought it was.
I look back over at the old man. What do you mean? It's not? Who?
We are
Bird.
at our most desperate. Who do you think it is?
I look back over at Berg. Is he already in the bar?
Nope. I think you're all still outside.
I look back over at Berg and look back at Raymond. Can we talk in normal terms here? I'm not one of all this magic hoopla. Who is this? Is this Hassan? Who is this guy?
Which of the Mara are you?
My eyes
And
widen. Turn to the old
Yeah,
man.
totally. When he said that, Berg, what do you do when he says that?
Yeah, I think I stop and like just turn around. Like Berg didn't really care, at that point until he's just like, oh shit, he said it. Turns around and just looks to see like the reaction from this, being or whatever.
Yeah, and so he just sneers. He doesn't like change shape or grow tentacles or whatever. He just hisses. Yeah, he just hisses. He's just like looks at you, Ramus, and he says, "Your time was up years ago, priest. We'll have you by the balls yet." And he scowls, and he says, "To you, Berg," he says, "Think on it a while, Berg. What have the gods ever given you? Nothing but suffering. What does the tower offer up? Darkness." And he turns, and as he does, he looks over his shoulder at you, and he says, "You know how to call for me when you change your mind." And he walks away.
He just walks down the the path.
Yeah, he starts walking away, but as he does, the tavern and him and the path become blurry and indistinct until it's just the side of like a building. There's nothing there. And he's gone.
When he disappears, I think okay, what the fuck is going on? And then I think that's maybe where the
That's
episode.
the cut to like, what the fuck? Clunk.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We got to figure out what the fuck we're going to do. Let's do some shout outs, and then I can't wait for the Patreon video. So let's get to that as soon as possible. Dan, we'll start with you. Do some shout outs.
Hi, I'm Dan from DansGaming /DansGaming on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, easy to find. Variety streamer, currently playing through XCOM and Mario vs. Rabbids. Both are fun, tactical, turn-based RPGs. Having a blast, both of them. I'll be playing those tomorrow. Check it out if you want to. Thanks for having me on the show today.
Yeah, of course. Max, some shout outs.
I'm GassyMexican, another variety caster on Twitch. Also do YouTube, all that stuff. Everything is GassyMexican. I pointed the wrong way. This way. Twitter and all that stuff. Tomorrow I'll probably be playing some Destiny 2. Did anyone touch that yet? Destiny 2 like beta or anything like that?
Man, it's a pretty good game.
Yeah, I want to try it on the PC, and then maybe I'll dabble into the Mario Rabbids thing. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the show, and fuck yeah, let's get to that Patreon.
Yeah. And do some shout outs.
Cool. Hi guys, I'm Ammunition. Also on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff. I play a lot of PUBG lately, and the Destiny 2 PC beta was I hated the original Destiny, but I don't like shooters on console, so I'm gonna be playing some Quake tomorrow too, and then I'll be at PAX West for the week.
What time are you playing Quake?
Noon my time, probably.
Oh, okay, it's much before. Gotcha. Never mind.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Adam, some shout outs.
It's me, Adam, your friend from the internet. I am the GM right here for this business and for a wacky little show we like to call Nebula Jazz. We're ramping up for the Nebula Jazz live show, which should be quite soon. I know we're working on set stuff and all the fun things that go into a live show. So that is a thing that I'm thinking about. You can find me otherwise GMing over at Roll20 app. I'm Roll20's GM in residence, or at my channel, twitch.tv/Adam Coble. Hit me up on Twitter @skinnyghost. There's a Q&A for the episode live on community.itmeJP.com, and I've spammed the link already, so I'll spam it one more time and come and say hi and give me some theories about what's going to happen next. I'm excited to find out what you think.
I don't know where the fuck we go from here.
I have literally no idea what the fuck is going to happen next.
Yeah. I think we're good for next week. We'll let you guys know in terms of the schedule. And that'll do it for episode 43. It's good to be back. I think we kind of ramped up the power here, and we didn't mean to at all. That's the thing that usually happens on Court of Swords. At least we didn't die. We're going to go record a Patreon video and talk about all the shenanigans that went on throughout the episode. So if you want to watch that, it's over at patreon.com/roleplay in about, my skin says about an hour from now. So go check that out in about an hour. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.